What about this? What is this? You get order bridges at a war.
Yeah, and do Sketiodin, you always make me smile.
Arresting you.
Coming up, an angry man.
Can you please listen to the song I spent 3 months working on? I sent it to you on Discord by name Coffee to Go.
Excited, man.
Do I look excited?
Could a woman from Trinidad and Tobago be carrying?
Chat, after eating food again. I'm gonna speed run my food while we're watching this together.
You to bring anything
like a family. Is it good?
Are you sure? Because now's the time to let me know.
Suspected cigarette smugglers from the Canary Islands play dumb to questioning in Bristol.
Where are you going back to now? Yeah, kind of guessed that a bit.
Please watch this.
Just spoiling it though. Try to look at this. The only way to eat a nugget is with honey.
At Gatwick Airport, a flight has just touched down from Port of Spain in the Caribbean. UK border agency officers are out in force with the aid of drug detection dogs to stop illegal substances from being imported into the country.
Just lower your bag, please, for the dog.
While sniffer dogs assess the passenger's hand luggage, officers are on the lookout.
Can you watch the Fast 9 trailer? xQc.
Watch it.
See your passport and ticket, please.
High volume.
Traveling with anybody else today? Thank you. What's the reason for your visit? Here on some other business too. What type of other business?
You get headaches.
Right.
Sure, man.
Right.
Sure.
777.
Sniffer dog Jessie continues to check passengers.
Jessie, what do I be?
But the officer hasn't finished with the car mechanic just yet.
Because you know it's a customs controlled area. Do you have anything to declare as customs there
Worth
at
a
all?
watch if you didn't watch it already.
Yeah, you've got your suitcase as well. Yeah. These your bags? Did you pack them yourself?
Just
So you're
passing
fully aware of the
by white
contents?
people happy.
Has anybody asked you or forced you to bring anything into the country?
I feel like one of those jobs is that you kind of learn to hate it if you like it. If you work there a long time, you get so bitter. You probably. I don't know, dude.
I need something to wank
No, it's legal to bring in drugs, weapons, and things like that. Yeah.
Some mustard on.
Okay. You know about your duty-free allowances.
Working with people is annoying as fuck, dude.
Okay, so have a quick look through. You just take a step
I
that way.
great Daniel and Kian, but now I have to pee.
Officers have a very short window of opportunity to stop drug smugglers coming into the country. Intuition is vital in stopping suspicious passengers.
Feels like there's an area in here. I'm just going to cut into that. Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna cut in.
After tearing into the briefcase, it doesn't take long to make a significant discovery.
Found what I suspect to be cocaine there. So I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of a controlled drug. So you don't have to say anything. It may harm your defence. If you don't mention when questioned, this means later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand? Okay.
With the inner lining of the briefcase stuffed with a white powder, officers suspect they've intercepted a drug seizure worth thousands of pounds.
Just turn this one off.
The passenger will now be detained and taken to the custody suite for further questioning.
Guys, as these guys are going to jail 100%, how long in jail, dude? Cocaine at the airport? Fuck, man, are you kidding me?
Birmingham Airport, one of the daily flights from Dubai has just landed. As passengers collect their luggage from the reclaim area, Officer John is observing two men traveling together who separated.
Well, days, I mean, a couple years maybe, right?
Yeah, he just brought his stuff out. I thought he was on the moon.
It's suspicious behaviour.
My thumb.
So John
oh, no.
decides to stop the first of the passengers that comes through the customs channels.
Hello, sir. Where have you arrived from today, please? Dubai.
If only xQc.
Can I just see your passport, please?
Healthy, maybe he wouldn't be so.
Okay, you're travelling by yourself today?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Just been away for holiday?
Yeah, just 6 days.
How long were you away for?
6-7 days, man.
6-7 days?
Yeah.
Visiting family?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what family have you got?
Why ask? I would have been stopped already, man.
Yeah, no, I'm
It's
just...
good video, I go.
Unfortunately, this is the way we do things. Okay, hold on.
nothing in here, man.
No, don't open it yet.
Your time.
No, yeah, but I need to ask the questions first.
Go
So
on,
this
man.
is your bag, yeah?
Yeah, this is my bag.
Did you pack it yourself?
Yes.
Are you aware of the contents of the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you carrying anything for anyone else?
No.
I uploaded
Okay,
it
are
on
you
SoundCloud.
aware that there's
Pause,
certain
it
things you
seems-
can't bring into England?
Yes.
Such as controlled drugs,
Yes, man.
firearms,
Yes.
weapons,
Firearm, you know. Are you mad?
weapons,
Jesus.
indecent obscene
Go on,
material.
man. Just open the bag, man. I want to go,
Look,
man.
listen, I'm asking the questions.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
are you aware of your allowances that you're allowed to bring in, such as
Yes,
cigarettes
man.
and alcohol?
Yes.
So do you have anything to declare the
Nothing
customs?
at all, man.
Nothing at
Do
all.
your thing, man.
Okay, the sooner I do this, the
Chat-
sooner we can all finish,
chat-
okay?
How do you get this guy's job
16-month
and not get
XQC
angry
thanks
over
for
years
streaming XQC
after seeing so many people like that? Your job is
John
damaged by
becomes
cuss words.
concerned by the man's aggressive nature and his claims that he's traveling alone.
Hello.
You could just stay off your phone for me as well, please. Okay, you need to look what I'm doing and you need to cut the phone call, okay? You need to cut the phone call. You can't have phones in the area.
Relax, man.
Yeah, I'm relaxed, okay? And the sooner we get this done, the sooner you can be on your way.
Alright, man. Do your
Okay?
Pepe La.
Excellent.
I'm just wasting your time, man.
Not wasting anyone's time.
That's it. Put this on.
Yeah, put it on, help yourself.
As the man becomes more and more erratic, John suspects he may have something to hide.
Wow, really?
There you go, look, I'm even folding them for you.
Who's asking you to fold them?
I know, I'm just trying to be pleasant, aren't
No one's asking
I?
you
If
to
I'm
fold them.
pleasant, you can be pleasant.
With every step of the search causing an argument, he may be here a long time.
Okay then. I'll just leave it there for you, you can do what you like with it.
There's nothing, dude. There's nothing.
At Gatwick,
love you,
the man
BBC.
arrested on suspicion of smuggling cocaine in a briefcase has been brought over to the airport's custody suite. Having been caught red-handed, he started changing his story.
When we took him to his cell, we said that the satchel was handed to him
Why is he
by somebody
talking?
else at the airport. He was asked to bring that through. So this isn't his case. But then he already told me that it was his earlier on. We made the arrest because we found a package inside, which is in the front here, the front wall, and in the back wall. Earlier on I cut into the front one. So what I'll do now is just remove some of that white powder with my knife. Just goes blue. And it's... Yep, there we go, so it's gone blue, so that's positive.
Jesus,
That should be
dude.
cocaine.
Chat.
With their suspicions confirmed, the drugs in the briefcase will
I
now
have a
be
question, Jack.
assessed and weighed before the passenger's story is formally investigated.
What if somebody were to plant something
There was only 5
in a
envelopes
suitcase
in
for you to
there.
get arrested at the airport? How do you prove that,
And now
that you didn't do it?
taking those out, it's still quite heavy. You can feel that the walls are quite wide. There's no need for them to be that wide. You can feel that
You
there's
get
something
fucked,
in
right?
there, front and back.
Jesus,
The back
dude.
section is quite well done though. With regards to stitching, you can't really see anything wrong with the stitching. It's just literally
That's
how thick
scary.
it is. The courier himself, I don't know how much money he would have got. Maybe £1,000, £2,000 perhaps. But then the risk of getting caught, losing out on all the money, it's quite high as well.
What do you mean, why?
The
Guys,
briefcase was found to
guys, let's say you go to a seminar, okay, for like pharmaceuticals, and your competitor's there, right? And you're with the CEO and you're chilling, dude, and then you're losing the market, and then you put a small baggie in his backpack when you see him, dude, and you stitch it, and when he goes home, boom, gets arrested. So what is that? Is that powder? Cocaine? Boom. Boom. Company goes down, CEO fired, your stocks, boom, upwards trend.
be carrying over 2.5 kilos of cocaine with a value of more than £125,000. In Birmingham, Officer John is still searching the bags of the man who seems to have left his manners in Dubai.
What's in here?
XQCL.
Nothing much, tell me what it is.
Flavour, man.
Flavoured.
Shisha, man.
Say again?
Stuff you open it, see for yourself.
The man is being deliberately vague about his tub containing shisha
No,
tobacco.
no.
So what do you do? Do you eat it or drink it or
Put up your ass.
you chew it?
For flights outside the EU, passengers are allowed to carry just 250 kilograms of loose tobacco. The tub is 4 times the allowance.
So what is it like, sugar
Okay,
or
dude.
tobacco?
But it's only one, isn't it? I'm allowed to carry one.
Yeah, I just wonder what else. I've never seen it before.
It's only one. I'm only carrying
Okay,
one.
I'm just going to leave it there for a second.
That's it, mate.
Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
You got anything in your pockets there?
Nah, you want to search? I've already been searched. You want to search me
No,
again?
all I was asking you about your jeans pockets, that's all.
Hey xQc and chat, it's my wife Speedy. Can you say
But
happy
despite his
birthday,
assurances
thanks?
that he's
Happy
carrying
birthday.
nothing else, a
Random's wife.
further item is found in his suitcase.
Hey, what's that in there?
Less than an hour before Brexit. Bye.
Girls for bullet. I brought the bag from a girl. So it must be. What do you think it is?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
Paranoid.
With the man being evasive, John suspects he may have discovered an illegal substance.
Just don't say anything,
man,
okay?
That's Tampax, man. What the girls put on for their periods, man.
Okay, just like I say,
You guys getting excited for no reason, you know.
just calm
Don't
it.
get excited, man.
Look, am I
That
getting...
controlled drug.
Do I look excited?
Get out of here, man. Yeah, that's cocaine, isn't it? That's cocaine.
That's what I can check, isn't it?
That's
That's what I
cocaine,
can check, okay?
That's not cocaine.
So I'm just going to go and check. So you stay here with this officer. Okay, keep calm and we'll be back out.
Everybody's so mauled.
A sanitary towel is taken away to see if it's concealing drugs. Meanwhile, officers have intercepted the passenger's suspected travelling companion and confiscated more than 12 kilograms of loose tobacco.
Do you still want to complain, yeah?
The results on the sanitary towel show no traces of drugs.
Don't give it to me, man. It's cocaine in it. You keep it for someone else, man.
No, but you...
Officers suspect the man's performance may have been an unsuccessful distraction tactic to prevent his travelling companion from being stopped.
Just the type of character he was. Some people just don't like dealing with officials, and he was one of those. There you go, sir. Thanks very much. Have a nice day.
Coming up,
It's come up as positive for contact with cocaine.
is there an unsuspecting drug mule at Gatwick?
And she said one comment that got me a bit interested. Oh God, I hope he hasn't put anything in my bag.
He said have a bad day. That's just rude, man.
Coming up, smugglers go bust in Bristol.
All right, well, I'll tell you the allowance is 200 cigarettes.
200?
That's what you'd like to bring back. So I take it that you've got in excess of your allowance?
Yeah, I have that.
This will be a long stream, yeah.
Gatwick is the second largest airport in the UK, and numerous
I
flights
saw
land
it.
from the Caribbean every day.
Slow this one a little bit. Thank you.
Officers are observing passengers from a Trinidad and Tobago flight, and sniffer dog Lucy is using her sensitive nose
I'm done
to
with
for
food.
traces of drugs.
I mean, nuggets, look.
A lone female passenger has caught the eye of officers.
My friend plays
So she's
Overwatch
pulled
for
over in the
roughly 2
customs
months now.
channels
Just
to
wanted to
answer a
know
few
what you're
questions
thinking
about
about
her
it.
visit to the
He's currently
Caribbean.
at around 3,000.
Do you know anybody out in Trinidad and Tobago? Do you have friends out there?
This is a friend in Tobago.
Oh right, okay. So you stayed
Just
with him or
don't ever
her?
give up smile.
Is it a lady or a man?
It's a man.
A man. Okay. Right. Okay. So you've come back. These are all your
man.
bags, are they? This and this here. You know everything that's in these bags. You pack them yourself. Do you know it's
But the woman starts to get upset because she's already had her bag searched in Trinidad and Tobago.
Did you pay for your trip yourself?
My friend paid.
Oh, your friend who lives out there, is it? Okay.
And I don't think he's a drug dealer.
Okay.
Officer John is immediately alarmed by the woman's last comment.
Do you use drugs or anything, or does your friend use drugs as far as you're aware?
What do you mean drugs?
Class A, what we call Class A, cocaine, heroin.
Never used any drugs.
That's
in my
great.
life.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Glenn.
sure, dude.
A swab test is carried out on the woman's suitcase.
xQc out.
Okay, wait me one moment.
The test will show whether the woman has come into contact with any drugs on her visit to the Caribbean.
It's come up as positive for contact with cocaine. So I'll ask the lady now if she can explain why that would be in her case. I'll just ask her a few more questions now. Okay, madam, that machine test has come up positive for contact with cocaine. Is there any reason, as I say, ask again, do you use cocaine or does your friend use cocaine as far as you're aware?
The woman gets tearful, which raises John's suspicions even further.
Chat.
But you don't use it, you're certain about
I can't stand people who
Well,
can't
because of that,
travel
that means I do need to
at
have
the airport.
turn it out and have a quick look inside it.
There's so many small things you can do
Don't worry,
to
don't
make
get
things
upset.
easier, and they don't do it, and it's fucking annoying if everybody else did.
Well, let's see. How long have you known your friend?
Not very long.
Okay. And how do you know him? From
I met
where?
him in London. He lived in London and
7.
he just moved
Like
there
what?
with a business
Like no
and
belt,
he looks
dude,
like
loose shoes,
really
nothing in
having
your pockets, dude.
disrespectful person. I don't
Travel
know.
light, you know?
Clearly, the woman doesn't
Like,
know her male friend very well.
Organized
John
bag
is
for checking, dudes, like
about
just
his
small shit like that, man.
Has he forced you
No
to bring
jewelry, no
anything
metal,
here?
no watches.
Are you sure? Because now's the time to let me know.
He hasn't given me anything. Like he hasn't told me anything to carry with him for him.
Right, just have a quick scan through the X-ray. It's just at the end of the hall there, so if you just wait for me and have a look what I'm doing, you just stay there.
She's going to jail, dude.
She's tearful, and she seems quite nervous. And she said one comment that got me a bit interested. She said, "Oh God, I hope he hasn't put anything in my bag," which is an odd thing for somebody to say.
The X-ray of the bag will show if the woman knows more than she's letting on.
If she runs, what happens?
At Bristol Airport, holidaymakers have just arrived home from Fuerteventura. Although the Canary Islands are part of the European Union, passengers are strictly limited to bringing back no more than 200 cigarettes. A lone female passenger in a blue top has been observed acting nervously.
Damn, she's tan.
Border agency officers decide to stop her as she passes through the customs channels.
Hello, madam. Where
Holy
did you come
shit,
from?
dude.
Which one? Just have a quick chat for a second. Are you travelling on your own?
Yes.
Yes, where are you going back to now? Is this all your luggage?
Yeah.
Packed it
Dude,
yourself?
she's tan as
Are you carrying
fuck.
anything for anybody else? No.
No.
Okay, you come down the green, nothing to declare channels. Do you understand what your allowances are?
About 3, you know.
All right, well, I'll tell you the allowance is 200 cigarettes.
200.
That's what you're allowed to bring back.
Guys,
Brings me right back.
No,
guys, stop being weird, dude. Guys, she's not, guys.
No, in Spain you can.
She's not black,
Fuerteventura
okay?
is not mainland
She
Spain.
is
And is outside
extremely
of the EU for tax
tan. She's
purposes.
roasted,
So you can
like,
have
dude,
two
like a
cigarettes
fucking
or
chicken
250
strip.
grams of tobacco. So I take it you've got in excess of your allowance?
Yeah.
The woman admits exceeding her allowance, but Officer
How's that
Mark
racist?
wants to
What the
see how
fuck?
many cigarettes she's carrying.
So do you actually know how many cigarettes you have altogether, or are you not sure?
I don't know whether I bought some on the way out, because you can't all get still cut, and I'm not sure whether they've still got any of them left.
Well, anything you buy on its way out loses its identity anyway, so it counts towards your allowance when you come back in again.
With over 800 cigarettes in her hand luggage, the woman's naivety towards the restrictions doesn't
Bimbo.
convince.
Uh-oh.
To be honest, it's the first time I've bought back any cigarettes for ages, you know? I think that's all I've got, 5.
Have you got your passport on you there, please?
The suitcase is searched
This is
for any
kind of
remaining
weird,
cigarettes.
bunch of exit campers stopping people from getting their loot.
Can you just bear with me a second? I'm just going to do a couple of checks, okay? You can put the clothes
Exit
back if you
campers,
want to,
dude.
but not the cigarettes. I'll be back in a second.
Mark is pulled aside by a colleague searching another passenger. Suspiciously, her cigarettes are almost identical.
Odd. Where are you going back to now?
Home.
Yeah, kind of guessed that a bit. Where's home?
Dude, she's orange.
Same area.
There's a whole crowd of women travelling together.
Oh,
This
right.
lady says the bag doesn't belong to her, but she's going to tell me that. I think she's carrying the bag.
Probably, yeah. It's same area.
Officers are starting to think there's a link between the passengers.
Ooh.
We'll have to investigate
Deduction.
further.
Holy shit, they're smart. They figured it out.
In Gatwick,
Jack,
a woman's
last one.
suitcase is being x-rayed after it tested positive for the presence of cocaine.
Case doesn't appear to have any concealments in it. It's very light.
I love those videos. They're fun,
Nothing
dude.
is found hidden in
We
the
can just chill and watch
suitcase,
that.
but Officer John isn't finished with the woman yet.
How come my classes are reading if there's anything in there?
Well, that's what's intrigued me. That's what's intrigued me.
The mystery behind the high cocaine trace means the search is taken to the next level.
Now,
Next
as I
level.
say, I've had a look in your bag. I'm satisfied there's nothing in there. I'm quite happy about that. But sometimes people do bring in drugs on their body or inside their body. And what I'd like to do is to do a search, check. My female colleague's going to do that, just to check to see that you're not carrying anything on your body. It's because of the high reading and because of where you've come from. That's my concerns. Okay?
Despite the woman's tears, she's led away to have a strip search.
Right, if you just want to take a seat for a minute, because I've just got some forms and stuff to fill out, all right?
The woman's shoes are also taken away to be swab tested.
Jesus.
Positive traces of drugs found from this test often suggest that the passenger is carrying drugs inside their body.
That's quite a low reading for cocaine on the shoe, not anywhere near what was in the bag. And where she's come from, Trinidad and Tobago, then that maybe isn't an unreasonable background contamination.
Nothing is found during the strip search, and John is happy she's not carrying anything illegal.
Thank you very much for your patience with us, all right? We're happy there that you've got nothing, so you're free to go on your way as soon as you're ready. Thank you. The strip search is very invasive. We wouldn't do that for no reason whatsoever. That's quite a big thing.
Invasive, all right?
Obviously,
Holy
she was
shit,
quite upset
dude.
by that.
Hey,
We're not going to do a
xQc,
body
could you
scan
check
unless
out
it
this
actually is
video?
justified. And in this instance, that wasn't warranted, so we didn't proceed to that. And I believe that she didn't have any prohibited or restricted goods on her this morning.
Okay. Jesus, dude.
Back in Bristol, an investigation is underway into whether two suspected cigarette smugglers.
I have a question. Why would anybody risk like long-term jail time for a small amount of juicers that you can shove up your ass? I don't get it.
That lady down there,
Yeah.
is that bag
So-
that she's
it's so
carrying
little.
yours?
No.
It's not yours.
No, it's not.
And you said you're travelling on your own,
Yeah,
are
I
you?
am. We know each other.
Oh, you do know her?
Well, by sight sort of thing, you know, not on holiday with her.
All right, then, if you just bear with me anyway, just a few checks to do.
Officer Mark goes to check whether the woman has a history of smuggling goods.
Questioning junkies.
So it was last year, Cardiff Airport. And 2006, so it must have been again from...
The database reveals the woman has had
It's,
goods seized on more than one occasion.
Have you ever had problems with customs or border controls before? You've had goods taken before? Seized?
Yeah.
You have?
Exposed.
Okay, where was that or when was that?
Yeah.
Here. Well, in Bristol.
Yeah.
Here.
Does it again.
But you don't know how long ago? Roughly?
No, I don't. So I just haven't bought any.
These people
Back all the
did.
time.
But your goods seized last year?
Last year?
Yeah, at Cardiff Airport. 2,000 cigarettes.
Was it only last year?
It was, yes.
Well,
And at the time you had 2,000 cigarettes seized, so you must have known what the allowances were. You must have inquired, why are you taking my cigarettes from me?
I've been told that it's been, you know, that it's been changed now.
And who told you that?
Well, the people out there that we, you know, can buy cigarettes from in the shops.
You don't think they might have told you that to sort of sell you more
Yeah,
cigarettes,
probably.
perhaps? But, I mean, I know it's a relatively small amount, but obviously you are 6 times
I know.
over the limit. So
Holy shit, dude.
Whatever the truth, the woman is having her cigarettes seized yet again.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a huge
That's a good
amount of
sales
cigarettes,
pitch.
but at the end of the day, she's got 6 times what is the allowance, and she's a previous offender. Okay, those receipts from what I've had to take from you. And don't listen to what the people tell you in the shops. It's, all right then. Thank you for your time anyway. Cheerio. She knew the lady at the end down there, but said that she wasn't travelling with her. And it begs the question, are they all travelling together and do all the goods belong to one person? But it doesn't matter.
Where'd go?
We've seized the goods anyway.
Okay.
The passenger.
And that was the end of this episode. Okay, ball champ. That was pretty good though.